And now a list of animated films that are currently on Netflix that we should have watched instead of Mulan. The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Atlantis, The Lost Empire, The Rescuers Down Under, The Secret of Kells, The Secret of Nim. How y'all doing today? My name is Ryan, and this is Down to Business Reviews. This week for Movie Club, we watched the 1998 Disney animated film Mulan, directed by Tony Bancroft and Barry Cook, and starring the voice talents of Ming-Na Wen, Eddie Murphy, B.D. Wong, and the singing talents of Donny, Osmond, and Leah Salonga. Mulan is loosely based on the 4th century Chinese legend and poem The Ballad of Mulan, in which a young woman disguises herself as a man so that she can fight in the imperial army in the stead of her aging father. And Mulan came out in 1998, near the end of what has become known as the Disney Renaissance. This era of Disney, which spanned from 1989 to 1999, was some of the most successful times for the animation studios. None of the films produced by Disney in this era are bad movies, but some of them are certainly better than others. Unfortunately, Mulan falls a little towards the bottom of the list for me. To be fair, Mulan has a few things working against it for my demographic. First of all, I don't remember this movie being marketed towards a male audience. I mean, I was 12 when this movie came out, and I wasn't interested. I'm still not super interested. Secondly, Mulan had to follow The Hunchback of Notre Dame and Hercules, two films that are high on my list from this era. There are good things about this movie that I don't want to gloss over. For one, the art direction is fantastic. Traditional Chinese elements are blended with modern flourishes to create a really interesting visual style. Mulan is a musical, and although it's not the greatest soundtrack offering ever, it's not the worst. Donny Osmond and Leah Salonga do offer pretty solid performances on I'll Make a Man Out of You and Reflection, which, fun fact, the pop version of that song launched the career of Christina Aguilera. You're welcome, world. Casting Eddie Murphy as Mushu the Dragon seems a little bit like an attempt from Disney to recapture the magic that happened when they cast Robin Williams as the genie in Aladdin. It was an over-the-top performance, full of anachronistic one-liners and jabs. I'm not necessarily saying that that's a bad thing, since Mushu is pretty much the sole source of comic relief, but at times it felt a little jarring. This brings us to my gripes with Mulan. The story, although it is delivering what you could call a positive message, feels maybe a little tired or forced. Patriarchal societies are oppressive. Men are meat-headed stupid pigs. Women are always meek and wise. And you shouldn't listen to your parents, even if disobeying them makes you feel better about yourself when they were just trying to protect you. But what a short, boring movie that would have been. Girl doesn't fit in, girl listens to father, stays home, father goes off to war, gets killed, she has to stay home and settle for being a dumb girl just like her mom and grandma. The end. I'm just saying it's iffy territory. Don't die on the hill of defending Mulan. It's not worth it. I've read from a couple of sources that the portrayal of the Huns, which are the antagonists in this film, is maybe a little racist, and I don't know, maybe? Imagine an animated film comes out and the antagonists happen to be Americans or Western Europeans. They're drawn as fat, dumb, oafish creatures with exaggerated features. Would you be offended by that? Or maybe just a little bit put off? I get it though. The Huns are the bad guys in this film. They're supposed to be mean looking. They're supposed to be scary. It isn't a big deal, but it's there and I noticed it. That's all. There aren't a lot of animated films that tackle gender roles or acknowledge warfare as a reality, so Mulan is commendable for that. The music is catchy and not terrible. There's some great voice talent in this movie, and there are some pretty awesome cameos if you're listening for them. Mr. Miyagi from The Karate Kid voices the Emperor, and George Takei is the voice of one of the elders. In the end, Mulan does earn its place in the Disney Renaissance list of films, but only just barely. That said, Mulan gets a 5 out of 10. That's it for this week. Thanks so much for watching my reviews. I really appreciate you taking the time. Please leave a comment down below, like and subscribe if you really liked what I was rambling on about. If you're unaware, I usually do these reviews for SourceFed Nerds Movie Club. If you'd like to join us, it's a lot of fun. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great day. Mr. Miyagi from the Karate Kid?